Welcome to Unit 3, Lesson 2, which is an introduction to design mode. For your warm-up, you're going to write this in your journal, and don't forget you're going to submit pictures of your journal entries to Schoology along with any activity that we also do in our journal or on paper. So in your journal, think of your favorite or most used non-social media app. In your journal, explore the function of the app along with different inputs and outputs. So I want you to pause the video here so that you can complete this part of your journal. So an example would be a snip or sketch a sample app screen and paste it into your journal, except you can't really do that because we're not using digital journals. And then you would point out interesting input-output choices, practice a written response to prepare for the create performance task. So the question is, how might you improve the user experience by updating input and or output? So think about an app that is non-social media related, and this example is a game app, or you could also use like a map app or something like that. And then you can kind of sketch out what this app looks like and then use a pen or something of a different color to mark different areas and then write out your response to how might you improve the user experience by updating input and or output. So pause the video here so that way you have time to do that in your journal. So in lesson 1, we took a look at a few different apps and talked about the input and the output. We also discussed the user interface. Well, in this lesson, we are going to learn how to build the user interface in App Lab. And that brings us to our activity. Now, this activity should not take you longer than 30 minutes, okay? So set a 30-minute timer. In level 1 of this activity on code.org, you're going to examine an app from the previous lesson, and you should feel free to move around and change any elements of the app that you would like. You can click on them and drag them and just move them around or change the colors, that kind of thing, okay? This is very much meant for exploring, okay? So spend a good amount of time on this level discovering how things work. Here are some things that you should notice, all right? The screen can be changed by clicking the drop down at the top of the app screen. So that's right here. If you click this drop down, you can choose a different screen. Each element has different properties, which you can see over here, that can be changed depending on the type of element. For example, a label element has choices like text alignment and font family, while an image has choices like fit image. And so whenever you click on those different elements, you'll be able to see what the different properties are. So pause the video here so you have time to really explore design mode. Now, in levels 2 through 6, you're going to learn how specific elements are set up and edited. Level 3 introduces the concept of themes, which control the overall look of an app. No matter what theme is chosen, you have the ability to override any element's design. So pause the video here so you can complete levels 2 through 6. All right, level 7 is where you copy an app. You're going to work from a given image to recreate the user interface for an app. It's okay if your design does not exactly match the sample. The goal is for you to become comfortable setting up a user interface before the sketch-out plans for your own apps in the next lesson. So what I want you to do whenever you get done with level 7 is take a screenshot and submit that with the notes from your journal. Pause the video here so you have a chance to do that. We're going to wrap up this lesson, and in your journal, I want you to write the answers to what elements collect input, what elements display output, and do you think there are elements that can do both? Pause the video here so you have a chance to write those down in your journal. Now, don't forget to complete level 8 on code.org because that is the check for understanding. And don't forget that for this activity, you're going to be submitting a picture of the notes that you took in your journal. So the opening journal prompt and then the wrap-up journal prompt. And then you're also going to be submitting a screenshot of level 7 after you finish that. If you have any questions, please let me know.